is on
Dobbs,
Romeo Dobbs.
man.
Big plays follow him around. He comes in second in the NFL.
Texans, that's a weird uniform.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll scratch out a
That was
yard
under the
up to
coach's
30, and
suggestion.
that's all. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 15 carries, 72 yards.
Well, partner, we've watched as they reached 2 wins, 3 wins, 4, and then 5. And we kept questioning each week, how long can they keep this streak going? This team is rolling, and having someone like this who can really set the tone for your offense week in and week out is a big part of why they've been unbeatable as of late.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. But Charles, you know, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. Down to the 10. Touchdown. Romeo Dobbs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Carlson back out
Now
there.
let's see what
now
all the hype
sends it
is
away.
about with this CJ Stroud.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Texans offense heading out behind their quarterback in his 2nd season. Last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdowns.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 129 yards, and he threw a touchdown in there for good measure.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Mixon with a first down carry.
Oh my gosh.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's an early front runner for MVP in the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game. Derailing that play from the start was Christian Harris. He got back there and stuck him for a loss behind the line of scrimmage. That's complete to Dobbs. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taken at about the 36. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Texans will take over. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Mixing up the middle. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. This defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Stroud out of the gun here.
Oh, intercept that. Don't knock it away.
Incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Nico Collins, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
That was like a gift-wrapped interception.
Throwing now is Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz.
Oh, gosh.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs from 6 yards away. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packers offense and Romeo Doubs getting ready to go back to work. And he's been as productive as anyone in the NFL in the middle part of this season. The NFL's leader in receiving yards to this point, and he doesn't appear to be slowing down anytime soon. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Love will sneak it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a gain of a yard. And the Packers are going to have a 1st down. Love this time is going to set up to throw it. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 61 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Carlson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Stop him.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. In the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's a give to Mixon.
What
And now off to
the heck kind of angle was that? Just ran right by him.
In for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Packers at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that can ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Love looking to throw it. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. To throw now. Here's Love. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Off the play fake, Love. Wide open open receiver complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs with his second TD.
I should be more excited about that, honestly, but there is way too much time left on the clock. They get the ball back first in the second half.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Turnover bad. Come on, somebody.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. With the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you,
so much.
Try and score when given the opportunity.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Stroud looking to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
All right.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. 3rd and 9 here.
I'm down with it.
Final play of the half. Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon set to take over once more. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level.
I'm not
they
set
love
for
to
a
spin it to their
run.
teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Nifty move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 128 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And Stroud now to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On the bootleg, Stroud. It's going, and down he goes.
That's what I needed.
A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss
That's
of 8
the
yards.
juice I needed.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Stroud to throw it.
Yes!
And that play went nowhere.
Sit
Losing
down,
finish.
Nixon.
It'll
Sit
be back
down.
at the 36. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's been one of the main focal points of this unit throughout the season, no doubt. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL in terms of receptions by a wideout. On play action. Love to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jacobs going to try the middle. Shreds the tackle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Full to run show Fadukasi there on the tackle. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's complete to Wicks. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 27 yards there, a first down. Now Love. This will be caught just inside the 10. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Love.
Oh my God! That was the screen, and the guy was sitting there.
A man who has done this a lot,
It
Justin
felt like he
Houston,
was right
in there to
there.
record the
Pick it
sack.
off.
That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Love will sneak it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Jacobs is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Here's Love. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball.
The pitcher making the credit, off his
a lot of people making plays behind him in the field. Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for them. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think they should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
It's Mixon on the counter. Shifts past him at the 45. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Stroud. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Oh,
And this is going to be incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on
please.
3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
nope.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he's been automatic to
Pressure's
this
on
point of
now.
the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. 53 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Love now. He gets that one complete to Wicks. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Shedding the tackle. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. From the 31, here's 2nd down at 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He gets away from one. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. Here we go.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Love. Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Love.
Ooh!
He takes it across for the
Jaden
Reed.
Reed.
Final minute of the 4th. Wow. Carlson on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So Stroud and the Texans down 28-24, 30 seconds to go. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Here's Stroud.
Oh, no.
He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing
What
stages.
the heck was this tackling?
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The whole season's been just plagued with
And with
shoulder
time a
tackle.
factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll
Why
start
should
things
this
out
be any
at the
different?
25.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Love.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
Oh, that was sick. Never do that again. Not if I wanted
Here's
to,
first
even if there was a
down.
fire. Oh my gosh. Single high. Aiden Reed. We do it.
Love looking to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it.
Oh!
It's caught for a touchdown.
Oh my
They have
gosh!
taken the lead here in
The
final
flip-flop,
seconds.
flip-flop. Lead changes.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure
That
they bled the clock
was
out as well and denied their
insane.
opponent a chance to respond. That's
I
just
could
terrific
never
situational
recreate that,
football
even if I
to end
wanted
this one.
So now Carlson, after
Like
the
to thank
touchdown,
the
called on to send this one away.
Houston Texans were playing single high safety in a must-win situation. Houston
They said their
Texans
goal was
defense
to win 7
is the
games. They've done
MVP
that
of the
pretty
game.
early in the year.
I think it's time for them to
Whew.
elevate that number and really make a big push to finish.